Well, today on Broadsword Ballistics, I'm going to bring you the new Benelli Lupo, and this is the Open Country, which refers to the digital pattern on the stock here. It's a very well priced stalking rifle, and we're going to take it up to Scotland and do some roe stalking, which you'll see later on in the video. And also we're going to combine it with the new Hills quad sticks, and this gives you a fantastic air hydraulic quad stick solution, which gives you fantastic stability as well as panning capability. Anyway, let's not mess my words, let's go straight into the stalking feature up in Scotland, and I really hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so it's mid-afternoon now, we're getting a bit later on, and I've seen a few bucks and does chasing around this field this morning. They've gone into wood now, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to work my way along this hedge line here, and then set up with these new Hills quad sticks. And they're hydraulic. You'll see how they work in a moment. Really good bit of kit, really stable, so I can actually shoot from a supported position from the bracken, and then we can get a good panorama of the whole of the field as they're chasing. Because if you know, when you're chasing roebucks during the roe rut, they can just pop out from anywhere. We're going to use the Butterlow core as well that I've got in my pocket, and we'll just see what happens. So I'm going to box up. We've got Seiko Powerhead blade, 120 grain. We shot really well on the test, on safety with the tang, really nice and convenient. So let's go off and see what we can see in the field. Right, we've just come to the edge of this wood. I've got through this wood now. We're on the field, and I'm just creeping along this bracken. It's fantastic. It's giving me really good cover, so I can put these Hills quad sticks up. I just want to check. It's very, very still. These Hick Micro and white hot. There's a thermal thing, there's two, I think there's a buck chasing a doe in the field over there. Right, I'm going to scout along and set these sticks up in the bracken, and it'll give us a good vantage, then we can scan across the whole field. We've got to go really quiet, it's really hot, and it's incredibly noisy underfoot and very still. Right, I'm just going to get in position and set these sticks up. They're still behind the tree, so I'm obscured, which is good. So we've got the cover of the tree, and the wind's coming this way. So these are new quad sticks from Hills. They're hydraulic, so they move and can. They're really, really good. So we're boxed up with the Lupo, with the Powerhead blades. Just clip it in there. They are absolutely rock steady, and you can actually move and cant and tilt. So if anything's running, we've got a good position here in the shade, and the sun's all on the deer. So what I'm going to do now, we're just going to sit and wait a bit and see what comes out, and I'll check the thermal. Right, that buck and the doe, they've been chasing about 140 yards. They're behind the trees. Oh, there's another little buck, broken hand, that's just come out. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, it's a little buck with the hand that's come off. And he's come out, he's obviously seen all the noises, the buck chasing a doe. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the Butterlow out, and we do a bit of a calling. And so I've got this fantastic, over here, it's the old Butterlow. You can squeeze, you can modulate to make it sound like a fawn in distress or a doe, and hopefully that might bring out, well, either the little buck or maybe that other bigger buck which was chasing the doe earlier. Let's just wait and see, shall we? Right, I'm going to start calling now because the sun's come out. We'll just see what we get. So I'm going to start off quite low, but I cover some of these holes. You don't want to do too many. That really resonates. Right, now just leave it, because if you do too much, it'll scare them off. Just wait and see what happens. Sometimes it works instantly, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just wait. Right, this movement. That buck's coming down, he's coming down to the fence line here. Right, I'm going to take the safety off. It's great, look, you can move, pan from left, it's really good. These are really, really good sticks. The job
means he's just going to pop out, so I'm going to be quiet now and just have a look and see where he is. Right, he's just come across, right. He's just coming across, he's coming down by that fence. He's not sure that I'm going to try and call him in the pocket, look, cool. I'm going to try and stop him. Right, he stopped. Safety off. Right, he's just panning. I'll just go wait. He's walking across. There's lots of reed. I'm going to wait for a little spot. I can see him now. I'm panning with him. He can't get through that fence line and into the sheep. I just wait him to turn. Oh, he's turning. Right, here we are. Oh, Brent, straight down, straight down. Oh. I can't see him, but he went straight down. Absolutely fantastic, about 80 yards away. Oh, that was good. That was fantastic. Right, I can speak up a bit louder now. I can't see the doe or anything. Yeah, he came to that buttalo. That was fantastic. We just did a few things, and he probably thought, oh, he was chasing a doe with a young one. He obviously thought there's something better than this, than a nicer doe this side of the river, because there's a little river down. He's hopped across. We've got a little bit on the hick, and I thought I'd just got to get it on the camera. And he was coming along, and with these new hick, the hydraulic, it's fantastic, and you can change the tension for it's stiffer. You can block it, or you can do quarter, and you can just do the front or the back, so you can move it how you like. I'll tell you what, they're incredibly steady. Anyway, I'm going to put your safeties on. We're going to have a look and see how we got on, because that was quite a nice little Scottish roebuck. All right, now we've got to try and look from this long reed. It's quite difficult because we saw it go down on. There he is. He's hidden there behind the. Oh, he's quite a nice little buck actually. I'll just come around the back, just check. Always touch the eyes. Yep, no, he's gone. Oh, it's yeah, that's a nice little buck, isn't it? Yes, it's so typical for Scotland. You don't get a massive trophy bucks here in Scotland, but it's a younger buck rutting with that doe there. But that was really interesting because we had a younger buck came out, and he actually pushed the doe out, and there's a lot of barking. And he came out. He obviously thought, well, this young buck's having a go at my lady, because it's a rut here over in Scotland at the moment. It's very hot weather. It's hot and thundery, and Roe love that for rutting. They've been chasing around these reeds, but trying to get a shot and trying to get any footage and stuff is quite difficult. But this lightweight, nimble little Benelli Lupo, went for the forestry gear. We sat on the edge of this big field. It's in between two bits of big forestry. It always works a treat. We sat down, we started using the old buffalo to feep in. The doe was having none of it. Sometimes the doe may come, she may think, if you get it right, she may think it's a young kid in distress. But she had none of it. In fact, I think she thought it's a rival to her. She was trying to move the bigger buck away. But the young buck went with her, and this chap came out. And he came across, you saw him, he came across, went across the river, and then it all happened in a second. We got a bit of footage of him, then we had to go straight onto the trigger cam, and we got him going down successfully. And that's about an 80-yard shot, and just went straight down with those. I'll tell you what, it was good. It's 6.5 Creedmoor, those power head blades, Seiko power head blades, and they're 120 grain. Really good bit of kit, and it just went straight down. Anyway, I hope you like that. That was, it's really hot here. I need now to go and sort him out, take him back to the larder, and say I hope you like the review. And basically, we're going to go on now and do a full in-depth look at the Benelli Lupo and do the rifle test on the range 100 yards as usual. But please like and subscribe, and it helps us going with the channel. Okay, so we're now on the range, and we'll be testing the Benelli Lupo Open Country with a variety of lead cord and copper as usual. And first up, our Winchester deer season, the 125 grain. What I like about the Benelli, the styling is just radical, isn't it? And if you look at the bottom here, the aluminium, the chassis, the actual magazine forms part of that chassis, the look of it. So when you take it out, there's a recess. I like that. It's just something that Benelli do. They're really good on stylish, on modern styling. And also, if you look closely on the magazine, it's an all polymer magazine, 6.5 Creedmoor, 5 rounds, single clip at the front to release it, it drops down at the front. but it's actually double stacked, but you have a divider in the centre here to keep the bullets away from each other. That's a really good feature because it really feeds really smoothly and naturally. So in we go. So this is the first test at 100 yards. So we've got the FX true ballistic chronograph to give us those true readings. .2851. Oh, it's right in the centre. 2828. Not bad. 2852. Straight line. I'll tell you what's nice as well, this comb here, which is adjustable, you can exchange that. That fits absolutely perfectly. And it's a bit squidgy and it's soft as well, which is nice when you're actually shooting. So that's the first one, and that is minute of angle group. Perfect. Let's go on, say clip at the front, go on there. We'll look at, oh yeah, these Hornaday. These are the ELD VTs. So the varmint targets, and they're 100 grains, so slightly lighter than 6.5 Creedmoor. I've not shot these before, so I'm interested to see how they perform. So we'll just load it up here. If we just run through a little bit, on the action, as you see, it's an aluminium chassis action here, to which the 2-part stocks are actually fitted. And on top of that is then the action is actually embedded into the action. And it's just that all modular design, I really like it. And you have on top two or twin Picatinny mounting system here. You can put a rail, there is a position there to put a rail on it if you really want to. And what you have on the bedding is a large bedding block lug, which actually recesses, and it really gives good rigidity there. Anyway, let's load up and let's shoot those VMAX match Hornaday. It'll be interesting to see what the velocities are on this because it's a lighter bullet, 100 grain. .3087, yeah, that's going along nicely. Oh, absolutely smacking the centre. If you shot a Lupo before, they just always shoot. They feel so just steady in the aim. 3151. Oh, look at that group. 3147. Half-minute angle. That, for small species deer or for your fox in long range, that's going to be an absolute dynamite. Actually, whilst we're here with this, let's go through a little of the features actually. And what Benelli have actually done with the Lupo system or series of rifles, and it's called the BE.S.T or BE, S, T, and that refers to the finish on the metal parts and the bolt handle. And this is basically, you have a 25 years guarantee against anti-corrosion and abrasion, which is fantastic. And I must say, it is really, really scratch resistant as well. And so we've been out in all sorts of weathers and there's not a single rust spot on it at all. So it really hands up to them for actually developing that system, that anti-corrosion system. It's really, really a good external surface to have on any hunting rifle. And also you get a 10-year mechanical warranty as well. So that is a really good sort of thumbs up for Benelli, and it shows they actually have a conviction in how they produce their rifles and what they produce them out of. I say let's go for weight on this. This is 6.5 Creedmoor and it has a Sporter type weight barrel and it's 3.2 kilograms. Overall length is 44 inches, which is reasonably long. A 6.5 Creedmoor, I'd actually prefer a 20 inch because we've got an Iridium Browning sound moderator up front. As I say, the barrel, that is 24 inches on the 6.5 Creedmoor. You can get 20 inches on different calibers. It's a 14x1 muzzle thread up front, and on the Creedmoor it's a 1-in-8 twist, so that will deal with, say, all the bullet weights we have here as well. You have a diameter at the front of 0.675 of an inch, I remember. So quite a lightweight Sporter. So it is a really handy or good handling rifle, and that's all you need to know on the barrel here. It's just, and it's free float as well from the forend. So when it heats up or you've got any debris, it's not going to interfere with the harmonics of the rifle. Okay, let's crack on. Next is the Hornady Precision Hunter. And we've loaded 3 of those up. That's 143 grain ELDX bullets. That's a real favourite of mine. I'll switch this true ballistic chronograph back on because I've been waffling. Let's turn itself off. So here we are, target number 3. .2609, slightly lower as expected. 2649. 2647, that's very consistent. Inch group, 100 yards. That was fantastic. Right, we're going to go away, clean the barrel as usual, and we'll switch to the copper rounds. Okay, first of the copper bullets, we're going to use Seiko's Powerhead blade, the 120 grain 6.5 creamer. Really nice, good all-round bullet that is. But before we do that, I just want to quickly look at the bolt here on the Benelli. It's got a really nice polished finish here, scalloped to lose a little bit of weight and have a bit of interest. Cocking indicator at the back. You have a 3 lug arrangement at the front with a good amount of bearing surface on the back of the bolt here, so it really engages well. And being an inverted 3 lug system, you get a 60-degree bolt lift, making it very positive and smooth to operate. And what I like as well is they've given you a really defined dog-leg bolt handle with a sort of squashed down lozenge shape bolt knob, and it really does, it just grips really, really nicely. And if you're out in the field where it's wet and you want to get hold of it, and that's what I like about Benelli, they don't always go for the best looking solution, but they'll go for the most practical and the best for the hunter. Anyway, we'll crack on with those Powerhead blades and see how they shoot. We'll just turn the chronograph back on again because I've been waffling. Here we go. Right, let's see how these shoot 100 yards. 2831. 2845. 2831. Oh, it's probably a half-inch group. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're on to the last 2 copper bullets. I just want to quickly again look at the safety features on here, and Benelli being a modular system here, or a chassis type action, you actually have the safety on the back, which is a lovely tang mounted safety and really conveniently placed for the thumb, so you can operate it with the thumb very easily. It's quite quiet, there's a little click there in operation, straight back, the gun's empty by the way, locks the trigger, locks the bolt. But if you look here, just at the behind the bolt handle, there's a small lever, a bit like a Seiko. Push it down and you can actually release a cartridge if you want to, but it's still safe, it won't fire. So it's a nice little feature to have. I'm going to ping that forward, I'm going to ping it off and open it for safety. And the trigger again, nice trigger, it's adjustable. I'll put the weights, it's adjustable from on the screen, but when we tested it, it was £2 and yeah, £2 0.7 ounce. So 2 pounds, which is a perfect weight, slightly on the light side for hunting. Really good feel, single stage, very, very crisp. Anyway, let's we'll start again. These are the last 2 lead-free or copper bullets, and these are the RWS Evo, and these are very light. These are 93 grain lead-free. Again, these are really good, small species deer, and they're an all-tin bullet. But I always have problems, I don't know how other people do, trying to get them out of these containers. Maybe it's my fat fingers, but there you go, there they are. And they have like a wash finish on them as well, nickel wash finish on them. Put them in the mag. I really like this magazine, how they just literally clip in the top and the bullets are separated by a polymer separator there. Really clever idea. Right, here we go. 100 yards with the RWS. And these are, say, the Evolution Green, 93 grain. Oh, 3288. That's snotting along, isn't it? 3299, 3314, inch grade, all in the red, inch screw. I'd say, if you haven't shot a loophole before, they're really consistent. They're one of those rifles that will shoot lead cord or copper really, really well. I like them. I think they're really, really nice rifle. And then finally we have of the Eco Strike Normas, and they're 120 grain. These, I like Norma. They were the first bullets I tested in my old Tika when I was 17 years old, and that's a few years ago now, I can tell you. Actually, it's whilst we're here, before we shoot those, let's look at the stock. I say it's a two-piece stock, all polymer, and it's in this open country digital camo profile. And I really like that. I think it actually suits it really nicely. It goes with the BE.S.T or BE.S.T finish very good, very, very well, and it's totally impervious to the weather, and it won't warp, so you can actually, once it's zeroed in, you know your Benelli Lupo or Lupo is going to be zeroed in for good. Length of pull is 13.75 as standard, but you actually have, I think it's 36 different positions you can have on the loophole to actually customize it to your fit, and that's because you can put in different types of spaces here between the stock rear, the stock here, and the back of the axle chassis here. You have 6 length of pull options with spacers. This comb will come out, you have different comb options as well, and we said before, this is really squidgy warm. I like it, it's a really nice feature. And you also have here the progressive recoil system. If you push it, it actually goes in a bit, so that tames out some of the harsher calibers. 6.5 Creedmoor, not a problem at all. So basically you can customize the drop, the cast, the comb on this loophole to actually benefit the way or style or stature of the shooter actually using the rifle. I also really like, it's an open gate on the rake here, very open, so open rake, not open gate, open rake. It's quite pronounced molded in checkering, which actually grips nicely. So you got, to me, I think it's nice. The position here, I've got quite big hands. Position here actually puts the tip of your finger directly on the trigger blade there, which is it's good. Up front on the fore end, it's really nicely scalloped in, so it actually makes you want to fold round, and it really grips nicely. And it's not going to affect the barrel harmonics, because say it's really fully floated there, and you've got little panels here of extra molded in checkering here. I think it's a really well thought out system, and I do like Benelli Lupo rifles. I've always liked them, and particularly at the price point they are, and as you can see, they're shooting really well. Anyway, let's crack on. Sorry, the 120 grain Norma Eco Strikes. It's the last of the test here in the Lupo at 100 yards. Let's see how it goes. And it's so smooth to shoot as well. You can shoot this all day. 2887. Trigger is absolutely lovely. Straight line recoil. That bolt system with that, I love that bolt. It's fantastic. 2921. 2950, and there we go. All in the red again. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? That's all minute angle groups at 100 yards. Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review on the Benelli Lupo. It's a really interesting rifle. I love the styling. It's a bit quirky, but I like that because the handling is absolutely fantastic. As we saw in the test, the accuracy also was very good. And we got that really nice little roebuck in Scotland, didn't we? Anyway, it's also a very well priced rifle. I think you should really take a look at this if you're in the market for a really decent stalking rifle and you want something a little bit different from the norm. Anyway, as usual, please like and subscribe, and we can bring you some more content in the future, and we'll see you in the next video.